Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Cantika. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about something very important in research, data collection technique use. In every research project, whenever it's for your school, university, or even for business, collection data is one of the most critical steps. Why? Because data is the foundation of all conclusion you make. Without data, your result will just based on assumptions. So let's go to our material. So my material is about understanding how to gather reliable information. So what is data collections? So what do we mean by data collections? Data collection is the process of gathering information from different sources in order to answer a research question or a test hypothesis. It's like being a detective. You collect clues and evidence to solve a mystery. For example, imagine want to know how many students prefer studying online instead of going to a campus. You can't just guess. You need to collect data from the student themselves. That's what the data collection does. It helps you find real answer based on facts, not opinions. So there's another example like counting how many students use TikTok daily or asking people about online learning. So let's move to types of data. Now, before we talk about the technique used, we should understand the types of data. There are two main types. Number one is quantitative data. This is numerical data. Sometimes you can measure or count. Example, 18% of students prefer online learning. And number two is qualitative data. This is descriptive data such as opinions, behaviors, or experiences. Examples, students say online learning helps them focus better. So, quantitative data tell us what is happening, while qualitative data help us understanding why it's happening. Like that. So, let's go move to technique use of data collections. There are several technique research used to collect data. Let's go through the mains ones by ones. So number one, the first technique is observations. Observations means watching and recording people behaviors or even as they naturally happen. For instance, if you're studying how customers behave in a store, you can observe how long they spend in each section or which product attract their attention. Okay, now let's go to the advantage of observation is that you get real or direct information, not just what people say, but the weakness is that it can be time consuming and sometimes subjective because what you see makes depend on your own interpretations. So let's go to number two. Okay, the second technique is interview. Why this method involves having a conversation with someone to collect detailed information. You can do it face to face, by phone, or even online. The interview allows you to get deeper insight and understand people's feelings or motivations. For example, you might ask, why do you prefer online learning? And get rich descriptive answer. However, interviews take time and the data might be influenced by the interview tones or attitude. So let's go to number five. Number three. Okay, number three. The third technique is questionnaires or surveys. This is one of the most common and efficient ways to collect data. You can distribute surveys to many people using printed forms or online tools like Google Forms. You can distribute surveys are great for collecting quantitative data. For example, rate your stratification for 1 to 5. The advantage The advantage is that they're quick and easy to analyze, but sometimes a response can be rushed or not completely honest. So let's go move to number 4. The fourth technique is documentation, also known as record analysis. In this method, you use existing documents or records such as books, journals, reports, archives, or database. This is very useful when you want background information or historical data. It's a cheaper and save time, but you must check whatever the data is still valid and up to date. So you must to be careful with this, okay? So let's go to move to number 5. Number 5 is the five technique is focus group. A focus group gathers a small group of people, usually around 6 and to 10 participants to discuss particular topics. This method helps you explore ideas, attitude, and perception in more depth, but it requires a good moderator and can be hard to control if participants dominate to the discussions. So let's go to move number. So we got choosing the right technique. Now, how we decide which technique to use, it really depends on what kind of data you need and your research goals. Like, if you want numeric data, you use survey or observations. If you want opinions or experience, choose interviews or focus group. If you want or need historical or secondary information, go for documentation. There's no single best method. The best one is the one that fits your research purpose. Okay, now we got tips for effective data collections. Here are a few quick tips for effective data collections. Is number 1, always define your research objective clearly. And number 2, choose a method that fits your questions. Number 3, prepare your instruments carefully. Number 4, be ethical, respect people's privacy, and get consent. Number 5, double check your data for accuracy. It's so important, so you have to remember it. Now, the conclusions. And that's it. We'll learn what data collection is, the types of data, and the main techniques: observation, interviews, surveys, documentation, and focus group. Remember, good data means good research, so always collect it carefully. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe for more educational video more like this. My name is Sonia. I'm going to say bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.